As cool and wet weather hits the interior, gardeners may be preparing for the first frost of the fall season. Did somebody say Christmas? Okay, I better stop. In this week's Gardening Tips, Alex Bengal learns how to store certain kinds of flowers for the next season.
When it comes to this time of year where we're expecting frost, there's a few things you can do to save some of your plants for the following year.
Trimmed rose plants can be stored in their pots to grow the following spring.
If you just come along here and cut them all back to about 16 inches and store them in your root cellar throughout the winter, if you have a root cellar. Then in the spring, when you bring them out, you'll prune them back even just a little bit further and put them in your greenhouse, and they'll start to grow.
If you don't have a root cellar, an old refrigerator could work as long as it keeps the rose plants around 40 degrees. When saving dahlia plants for the next season, Rissy recommends labeling them with their color.
If you have a specific color you like better and you want to make sure it survives, make sure you label it and know what your color is going to be.
The dahlia is removed from its pot to reveal its bulbs.
If you take a look at this and we remove the soil, all of this is one big bulb structure.
Once the stalks are trimmed to about an inch from the soil, the bulbs are replaced into a pot.
We use ground up coconut husk, but you can also use peat moss or even sawdust. You want just a little bit of moisture to stay around the plant.
This is also stored at 40 degrees. As the marketplace for begonias has become rarer in the interior, Rissy says many growers have opted to save their begonia bulbs to plant the next year.
My wife did not want me to sacrifice this bulb and show you how to do it, but attached to the base of each plant, and there's two of them in this pot, is a bulb, and every year the bulb gets bigger.
When separated from the soil, begonia bulbs can also be stored in peat moss, coconut husk, or sawdust at 40 degrees, ready to use in the spring. These plants should be removed for storage once the first frost of the season comes along.
We don't want the plant to get damaged or any rot to get down to the bulb. So as soon as we do have a good frost, we will cut the plants back.
I'm Alex Bengal, reporting for News Center Fairbanks.
Gardening Tips on News Center Fairbanks is brought to you by Rissy Greenhouse.